I'm Anastasia Chatska, a fashion designer with over 20 years of experience and a sewing educator. And I'm really excited you're here to share another sewing adventure with me today. Welcome to Sewing Anastasia, and today we're going to make a circle skirt in under 20 minutes. So today's going to be a time challenge, something totally new that I'm doing. So I've got my stopwatch, and we're going to time me and see how long it takes to sew a circle skirt from cutting out to finishing it. If you're not already a subscriber to Sewing Anastasia, make sure you subscribe and hit the notification bell, which is right next to the subscribe button, so you can do both at the same time. So cool. And if you don't know, I'm now teaching virtual sewing classes. So they can be one-on-one, or you can join one of my group classes that are virtual as well. Information for all of that is going to be down below in the description, or you can just head over to sewinganastasia.com and sign up and check out all the new classes. I'm also still doing in-person classes in the design studio in Chicago, Illinois. So if you're in Chicago, check out the classes for in-person sewing classes as well. Everything is socially distant and all COVID safe. So make sure you check out all of that below. Supplies for this project are as follows. You're going to need your rotary cutter and your rotary cutting mat. You're going to need a 9-inch zipper. You're going to need some matching thread. We'll be sewing something with red in it today. You're also going to need your snips or some scissors. You're going to need a hook and eye, or, a whole bag of them. You're also going to need your pattern. So I've got a pattern online on my website. Under digital downloads, you can download the circle skirt pattern. I'm also going to have a circle skirt chart, so you can go ahead and make your own pattern as well. So the pattern's going to be a 2-piece pattern. You're going to have a waistband, and you're going to have the circle skirt pattern, which is a ginormous half circle. What? It's huge. It's going to be beautiful when it drapes. You can find a link for that down below. Also, you're going to need a little bit of interfacing for your waistband. Not this much though. You're only going to need about 4 inches. You're also going to need some super cute fabric. I'm going to be using this holiday-inspired poinsettia and cardinal fabric to make myself a fabulous little holiday skirt. Okay, so I've got my stopwatch ready. So anytime I'm not explaining something to you guys, I'm gonna have this going, and we're gonna see how long it takes me to sew a circle skirt. I'm pretty sure I can do it under 20 minutes. So let's go. First thing I'm gonna do is lay out my fabric and put my pattern on it and cut it out. So the skirt is gonna be cut 2. We're gonna have a side seam zipper. So the waistband is just cut 1 of fabric and cut 1 of interfacing. So let's go ahead and start our stopwatch. I cut out the skirt. It took me 1 minute and 44 seconds. So cool. So fast, right? So fast. Get it? Ha ha ha. Okay, so now we're going to go ahead and cut out the waistband. Waistband is cut out, and we're at 2 minutes and 24 seconds. So now we're gonna lay out the interfacing and cut it out as well. So we got it all cut out, and we're at 3 minutes and 5 seconds. Amazing. Next, we're gonna fuse our interfacing to our waistband on the wrong side. So make sure your glue dots are facing the wrong side of your fabric, and let's head over to the iron. Okay, so we have everything prepped, and we're ready to go over to the serger, and we're gonna finish the edges around the circle skirt. And after we do that, we're gonna sit down at the sewing machine and sew the circle skirt up. We are gonna have the cutest circle skirt for holiday. So I have the serger set up, and now what I'm gonna do is serge both pieces of the circle skirt. So you should have 2 pieces that look just like this. So let's go ahead and hit start and see how long it takes. Okay. We are at 6 minutes and 6 seconds. This is so cool. I think we might come in under 20 minutes. This here is our side seam, and let's make sure you only sew up one side seam because the other one has to be left open for the zipper. Also make sure you have your fabrics right sides together. Let's hit start. We sewed up our side seam and we are at 6 minutes and 45 seconds. It's looking awesome. So now let's go ahead and line up our waistband with the waist. So we want to put right sides together and sew down the waistband. Okay, let's do it. Did it. It's looking so good. I'm loving it. Check out the inside. Our seams look great. And we are only at 8 minutes and 16 seconds. This skirt is going by swimmingly. The inside of your waistband should look like this right now. So we have your seam allowance, we have the interfacing, the waistband. This is the outside. The outside has a nice seam here for the waist. Next, we're gonna put in the invisible zipper. If you need a reference on how to put in an invisible zipper, I have a video on that. So make sure you check out the link down below in the description or just search my channel for invisible zipper. So now what we wanna do is insert our invisible zipper in our side seam. And make sure that you fold your waistband in half so that way the zipper goes halfway up your waistband. You don't want it to go all the way up to the top because this waistband is going to fold down in the back and also act as our facing. First, I'm going to sew it on the left-hand side and then I'm going to sew it on the right-hand side. Don't forget that you need to have your twill tape next to the edge of your fabric when you're sewing it so that way it ends up invisible. Let's start. So we're at 11 minutes and 18 seconds and we have the zipper in. Let's take a look at it. So I have the zipper sewn halfway up into my waistband and I have it sewn all the way down. And at the very bottom, I've sewn up the seam. So there's no hole at the bottom of our skirt. So the seam with the zipper in it is fully finished. So you can see our zipper on the outside is completely invisible minus the zipper pull. So you should only see your zipper pull when you have an invisible zipper done correctly. The zipper blends right into the seam. Next, we're gonna finish the waistband. And what we have to do before we sew anything is iron down the top seam a ½ inch. So I'm gonna take this raw edge here and I'm gonna fold it down a ½ inch. And the reason we're doing this is because we're gonna have to fold this down and make it look finished on the inside. So the first step is folding it under a ½ inch. Let's head over to the iron and iron it down. So now we have the top of the waistband all ironed down, looking great. But now we need to finish the edge by the zipper with the waistband. So what we want to do is go ahead and fold it right above the little nubby part on the zipper. So go ahead and fold it down with your seam allowance folded up that we had just ironed. And so now what we're going to do with the zipper foot is go ahead and sew this little area up so that way it finishes it when we turn it right side out. I'm at 11 minutes and 53 seconds. I still have to sew down the waistband and hem the ginormous circle skirt. So I have 8 minutes left. Let's see if I can do this. So the inside of your waistband by the zipper should look something like this. Notice how nice and finished it is by the zipper tape. There's no raw edges there. So the inside waistband should look something like this. It has the finished edge here, but now there's a giant flap or an opening. So we want to close this. So we want to make sure that this folded edge is just a little bit past that stitching line, because when we sew, we're going to be sewing from the right side of the fabric, and we're going to be sewing on the waistband 1/8 of an inch up. So you're going to have a little edge stitch here showing on the top of your waistband. I'm at 12 minutes and 40 seconds right now, and I still have to sew down the waistband and hem the skirt. So let's hope I can do this. Look at how awesome the waistband turned out. We have our beautiful edge stitch on the top of the waistband, on the outside of the fabric, and on the inside, it's sewn down. No more flap, and I can't lift it up. This is looking awesome. We are at 14 minutes and 2 seconds. We are so close to being done and so close to running out of time. So let's go ahead and hem the bottom of the skirt. We're gonna roll up the hem 3/8 of an inch and go ahead and top stitch it down. Circle skirt hem ever. What? Okay, so we did it. We turned it under and stitched it down. The hem is looking great. Take a look at it. The inside of our hem should look something like this. We've got the edge serged and we've got a top stitch in here. So from the outside, you can see our nice top stitch at the hem of the skirt. We are at 16 minutes and 17 seconds. We have one step left. We have to hand sew the hook and eye. So we better hope that I'm real fast with a hand sewing needle. So what do you guys think? Do you think I'm gonna be able to do this in under 20 minutes? We are about to find out. Okay, so I have my hand sewing needle and I've got my hook and eye and I am ready to sew it on. If you need help on how to sew a hook and eye on, make sure you check out my full tutorial on how to sew a hook and eye. The link will be down below, or there should be a card that pops up here for you. Oh my God, I did it! So completely finished the circle skirt in under 20 minutes. Can you believe it? We are at 17 minutes and 56 seconds. Yay! 17 minutes and 56 seconds. I sewed a circle skirt in 17 minutes and 56 seconds. I'm so proud of myself. Check out the details on the skirt. The waistband has a beautiful edge stitch on it. Our zipper looks great on the side. It's invisible and hidden. Our hook and eye is hidden behind the zipper on the inside. And our hem looks beautiful too. We have our top stitch, and then on the underside, we have the serge. So beautiful. If I can sew a circle skirt up this fast, that means you can too. Circle skirts are a great addition to your wardrobe, and they're so easy to make and fun to wear that if you don't have the right color skirt or texture in your wardrobe, you can sew one up like that. So quick and easy. So let's say you're going out tomorrow night, well, probably just to the dining room because COVID, but you have an amazing top and you need a skirt to wear with it. You can whip up a circle skirt like that. Thanks so much for watching Sew Anastasia today. I hope you had fun making a circle skirt with me. If you have any questions or comments, leave it down below and I will get back to you as soon as I can. And I would love to see your circle skirt that you made, so make sure you tag me, Sew Anastasia, or shoot me over pictures in my DMs and I will share it on Facebook and Instagram because I love sharing the creativity with everybody. So make sure you follow me on Instagram at Anastasia and Anastasia Chatska. And if you're in Chicago, come take a sewing lesson with me in my design studio, or I'm also teaching virtual lessons. So you can live anywhere in the entire world and you can take a sewing lesson with me. Either one-on-one, or you can join a group virtual sewing lesson and get some new sewing friends. And make sure you share this video with all of your sewing friends so that way we can reach 100,000 subscribers sooner than later. Let's share the sewing love. Thanks so much for watching. Bye.